let us tell an old story anew, and we will see how well you know it. Once upon a time, there were two kingdoms that were the worst of neighbors. So vast was the discord between them that it was said only a great hero or a terrible villain might bring them together. In one kingdom lived folk like you and me, with a vain and greedy king to rule over them. They were forever discontent and envious of the wealth and beauty of their neighbors. For in the other kingdom,
Go no further!
A king does not take orders from a winged elf.
You are no king to me!
Bring me a head.
Arise and stand with me!
Aurora, come here. Sit. There's something I need to tell you. What is it? There is an evil in this world, and I cannot keep you from it. I'm almost 16, Godmother. I can take care of myself. I understand. That's not what I have to say. I have a plan. When I'm older, I'm going to live here in the malls with you. Then we can look after each other. You don't have to wait until you're older. You could live here now. And I will. I'll sleep in a tree and you...
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Julianti. I'm from regular 3B. Now I'm going to review film Maleficent. And let's get started. In this film published at 2014 and the director by Robert Schomburg, the title is Maleficent. And actors are Maleficent, Aurora, Steven, Father Philip, Devil, Phillips, Ingrid, Duval, and Lil. This film tells story of two neighboring kingdoms that are hostile to each other. The first kingdom is led by a greedy king. The second kingdom, Mor's kingdom, which is filled with strength creators where they don't need a queen or king. But in the Mor's kingdom, there is a fairy girl named Maleficent. She is very friendly with the Moors. One day there is a fairy who tells Maleficent that Tree is a human who came to steal a gem, and she immediately approached the location, and when they met, she was Steven. Maleficent confides Steven to return the gems he stole. She is bad, she is good, she is bad again. It's hard to keep up with Maleficent, but one thing is certain. When making plans to meet the future in-law, no one wants to hear Maleficent is coming to dinner. That is an actual line of dialogue from Maleficent, but as a fairy tale action film is more colorful, energetic, and absorbing than the first Maleficent. Aurora is now Queen of the Moors, the ancient forest where she and Maleficent, her godmother, lives. Special effects bring the place to vivid life with a carpet of flowers that glows with light. Multicolored butterflies filling the air and adorable little creatures including Pinto. A variation on a Hegehide, she is engaged to Prince Philip. Of the next boring kingdom of Onstead was Kiss failed to break the course and wake her last time around. cold-hearted and bland. The engagement dinner at which Maleficent meets Philip's parents give her an excuse to turn evil again. As three branches move to form a bridge across a moat, even the small special effects are gracefully done. Maleficent reluctantly walks with Aurora to the King of Queen's castle, eager for her fiancé's parents to like her godmother. Aurora gets Maleficent to hide her horns under a scarf. An inauspicious beginning to a dinner that ends with grand bolts of light flying from the angerated Maleficent hands. As it goes along, the film feels more and more cobbled together from bits and pieces that don't quite fit together. There are sporadic attempts at sly self-awareness. Queen Ingrid warns the naive Aurora, but not enough to make the film work sophisticated level for adults. There are hints of metaphor creatures known as Jerkvi, with horns and wings like Maleficent, have been marginalized and cast out from society. They create a fine connection to real life, prejudice, and hatred, but the idea is so fine it is beside the point. While others of his kind want to go to war with them, when Philip proposes to Aurora, he gets down on one knee and holds open a book with an engagement ring as if he were in a cheesy rom-com. We want Aurora to have love, but the old-fashioned tropes are at odds with a film that wears its message about powerful women on its sleeve. And with King John under a sleeping spell for most of the film and Philip being so dull, the men are largely sidelined, while at the warrior queens do battle. On the day of the wedding, as Ingrid's screams begin to take effect, fairies and humans fight each other inside and outside the castle. The Fasci fly into battle, human soldiers attack, and people are turned into gods. Aurora God's fiery godmothers, Knutgrace, Vethel, and Tislout try to escape Ingrid poison. So, in my point of view from this film, we shouldn't hate someone too much because we don't know what it will be like later or in my future or our future. Like Maleficent who had Stephen, but Aurora is Stephen Doctor, who is also had by Maleficent, and even cursed to be sleeping princess can be held by Maleficent himself for the love he has given, even become the adopted daughter of Aurora and becomes queen of the kingdom of Morse. The message that I can take from the film is not to hate people much. So, that's all from me. If I do mistake, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.